Hey guys, it's Tina here. Welcome back to my channel. Do you guys like my makeup today? Well, I hope so, because today I will be doing a full face of makeup using new products that I got. Disclaimer, I didn't have a new brow product. So technically it's not like a full face, but let's just call it full face anyway. I must admit, I'm pretty excited to have a play and get creative and just try out new textures and just kind of like chit chat and hang out with you guys. So let us get started. For base, I will be using the new Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. The shade I have here is 3.25. Now this isn't a brand new product, they did launch last year, but in many parts of the world, they actually haven't launched in Sephora yet. So to me, this is a brand new product and they have 40 shades in this foundation. I think the packaging of this foundation is really unique. At the back, it has this little button that you can kind of lock and unlock your foundation, and also on this side, let me focus. On this side is like a makeup palette, so the foundation runs off onto this and I no longer have to squirt it on the back of my hand like I usually do. So I'm just gonna use like 2 pumps and I'm gonna be using my Beauty Blender to apply this. This is like a new purple electric swirl one, really cool, it's like marble. I did use this foundation when I was in Miami and I must say it was really nice. Like, it doesn't feel really heavy on the skin, which I really like, and it has really good coverage as well. Then I'm going to use a darker shade of the same foundation to contour and kind of sculpt out my face. This shade is 4.10. This time I'm not going to squeeze out a lot. I'm just going to literally pump out a little bit on my finger because I don't want to waste my product. And then I'm just going to map out the areas and just kind of like dot it on. And a bit on my nose. Oh, I feel like my earring's getting in the way. Move aside. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that in. Now the reason why I've been using foundation as opposed to like concealers and like contour creams is I feel like it gives you a more natural finish, and if you use the same formula as the foundation, it just blends in so seamlessly and it looks so nice. Also, what's really good about having a darker version of your regular foundation is that when you tan in summer, you can kind of just mix a drop or two in of the darker one to get like a custom shade. See how I'm looking a lot more contoured, but it just blends in so seamlessly. This is what I like about it. Yes. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealers. I have 2 shades here, 190 and 210. I'm going to mix the 2 together and just like slightly dot it on. Then I'm going to work it in with my Beauty Blender. Now obviously you don't have to use 2 shades of concealers to conceal under your eyes. I just have 2 shades here, so I thought, you know, I might as well whack it on and try them out together. I'm also going to use 190 to highlight. Now this is the first time I'm using this concealer. So far it's quite nice. I'm thinking of filming maybe like the Born This Way versus the new Fenty concealers, just to see which one is better, because I love the Too Faced one and I know a lot of people do as well. So far I am really liking this combination. For my under eyes, I am not going to set it just yet. In case I do my eyes and there's fallout, I'm just going to leave my concealer as is, and then, oh gosh, I totally forgot about brows. Do I have a new brow product? I don't think so. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do my brows off screen and then I will be right back. Alrighty, brows are on and I came back with contact lenses. For those of you who are wondering, the contact lens I'm wearing is from Olens and it's the Spanish One Day Grey ones. I just feel like my eye makeup always pops a lot more when I have contacts on. Now for my eyes, I really want to give these Marc Jacobs sequence eyeshadows a go. These are really, really pretty. Let me open them up. Actually, it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a pressed pigment. It's got all these glitters, and on the top it's got this little, I guess like this plastic thing that you can kind of like press it down to even out the eyeshadow, I guess. So these are the two shades that I want to try out. So first I need to lay down a base. I am going to actually use like an eyeliner. This is the Shiseido Inkstroke eyeliner in purple. Is it? Yes, Nasubii purple. So I'm just gonna grab some out of the pot using a Q-tip. And then just pop it on my lid. And this is gonna be like my cream base. I know it's looking a little bit like a disaster. It's super messy, but trust me, it doesn't have to be super polished for this. Well, let's hope so. I haven't really done this before with the Marc Jacobs pigment. You can use a brush for this. I just don't really have any clean, flat eyeshadow brushes to use at the moment, so a Q-tip is just gonna have to do. Then it's gonna go in my finger and just blend everything out. So this is how my eyes are looking so far. I know it looks kind of really flat, but I did diffuse out the edges, and now I'm going to just lay another color on top. I'm going to be using this new one that I got. This is the BH Ultimate Matte 42 color shadow palette. It's pretty big. So those are the colors inside. I think I'm going to use like this shade here. Kind of maybe mix it with this purple. And then I'm going to blend that over the edges. And then I'm just going to apply it all over the lid just to set that cream base as well. Now off topic, but have you guys been watching the R. Kelly doco? Oh my god, I was watching it last night and what the hell? Like, I used to love R. Kelly songs, and now I just like, I'm just disgusted. Ooh, just so sickening to like find out what he did to all those women, and it just like breaks my heart, and it's just, it makes me angry. Do you guys feel the same? Anyways, back to this eye makeup look. I'm gonna be going in with the Marc Jacobs Sequent Glam Glitter Eyeshadows in Glamethyst. And now with glitters, I always tend to use my fingers. And I'm just gonna kind of like press it on. Just gonna press it in to my lid. Just kind of like all over, not too high though. Just where I place the cream base down. And oh my god, that looks so good. Oh my god, I'm loving this. I swatched this on my hand and I was like, yes, I need to try this. Not bad. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye. It's just so satisfying. I think even more satisfying than applying a highlighter. I am not going to stop there. I'm going to layer on another color. This is Topaz Flash. And again, I'm going to use my finger. But I want this, maybe I want this in the center. Let's try it in the center. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Do you guys see that? Oh my god. That just adds a lot more dimension to the center of my lids. I could literally sit here all day and just admire my eyeshadow, but that would be a really boring video. So let's just keep going. I'm going to finish off my under eye. I think I'm just gonna apply like those same purple colors underneath. Ah! Did I drop scissors? I'm gonna go back into the shade here and then blend it out with that purple one just to soften out the edges. Just gonna work it into my lower lash line. You know what's funny? I feel like the older I get and the more comfortable I am with myself, I am just more like drawn to bright colors. And I feel like I'm a little bit more daring to wear them, as opposed to before I used to stick with a lot of the neutrals. But now I'm just like, you know what, all for it. I'm all for wearing like bright colored eyeshadows. It just gives me life. I've got to add some of that pigment under my lash line. I think I'm going to use that same liner that I used on my base just to like tight line and maybe extend my liner out a little bit. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's like subtle, but also it still adds definition, but it's not as like as prominent as a black. Right, I need something in the inner corners just to make it pop a little bit more, look a little bit extra, because why not? I have these Huda Beauty, what are these called? Matte and metal melted eyeshadows. They kind of look like lipsticks, but they're not. They're like cream shadows. That's the two shades there. I think I'm going to combine the two together to make an inner corner highlight. It's a lot more subtle than the glitter that I used before. Up close, I can't really see it, but actually when I move back, you can see it pop. So the light just needs to hit it. I'm going to quickly apply lashes. This is a new style from my brand Petite Cosmetics. It's called Blossom. Now I'm going to coat my lashes with a new mascara from Marc Jacobs. This one has my name on it. How cool is that? I'm going to do my lower lashes first. So far it's looking pretty good on my lower lashes. It's not clumping. It's fanning them out like how I usually like it. I think I'm going to skip blush today, but I am going to highlight. I'm going to use this new one from BH Cosmetics. It is the Duo Light Highlight 9 color palette. So I'm going to test this out today. What I love about this is there are 9 shades to pick from, so I think I'm going to like mix and match a few. Let's just make a cocktail of highlighters. I'm going to pop it on the high points. And wow, it is a strong highlight. Oh, that's so satisfying. Look at that. Now, before I forget, I must powder. I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in banana. So I'm going to pop some of that on this new beauty blender sponge that I received recently. It's like a powder puff. It's pretty cool. It's like, I feel like there's like a squishy silicone piece inside, but the outside, it's got these like little fibers, and you can just kind of work in the powder using this pad. I'm just going to mat down my T-zone. This powder smells really nice, and I know I'm not supposed to be sniffing that because it's probably really bad for you to sniff in the powder, but yeah, it smells good. Everyone has been raving on about the powder and concealers, and you know what? They are really good. Finally, for lips, I think I'm going to use this gloss bomb from Fenty. What shade is this? It's called Fussy. This is looking really nice. My lips don't look chapped and dry. Finally, I'm going to set everything and lock it all in using the new Beauty Blender Rejuice Spray. And then I'm going to let that set. The best thing about this spray is that it's an actual fine mist that comes out. So you're not going to get like drenched setting your makeup. Overall, I am totally living for this look. I'm really impressed with the Marc Jacobs Sequence Glam Glitz eyeshadows. I think these are fabulous and they completely stole the show today. All the other products I feel complemented this look really well. And I mean, like the concealers, they're great so far. The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter concealers that everyone is raving on about. So far, I mean, first impressions, they're pretty good. I can't complain about that. But I think I will do a more in-depth video, maybe a versus with the Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer versus the new Pro Filter concealer. So let's see which one is better. Anyways, that is it to this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. My goal this year for 2019 is to hit 3 million subscribers. Whew, that is a lot, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I can do it with your help. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Tina_Yong, and I shall speak to you guys next time. Bye.